Yo, how's it going, y'all? Welcome to the stream. I should move my mic closer. Hello. We are here with top 8 guys, Blitz Diamond Cup. North America summer season 2025. Hope you guys are excited. It's been interesting. Been a lot of back and forth in the qualifiers. I was actually wrong in my last video. I thought that Rejects had qualified to top 8. It was actually Reggie who won their group in the last PYS. They won their group. I'll see if I can find the history or something. And that was actually enough to get them into top 8. I did the math wrong. And yeah, they beat Oblivion 3-1 and qualified in, so congrats to them. But yeah, guys, we've got top 8. I guess I should probably put that on. Yeah, I can put them on screen in a sec here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so we've got a new top 8. I thought it was Rejects. It was Reggie who won their group and made it in. And yeah, so our top 8 is Apex, Elev, Evany, Oblivion, NA, Joker, Origin, and Reggie. Those are our top 8 teams. I do have the brackets up as well. Actually, we can see the schedule of how everything's going to be going for this top 8. See if my face isn't in the way. Maybe if I move this down a little bit. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. What's up, MP? Welcome to the stream. Draconic. Hello, hello. We've got NA and Evany, Joker, Oblivion, Elev, Origin, and Reggie, Apex. Tour 1. Tour 2 is going to be NA, Oblivion, Evany, Origin, Joker, Apex, and Elev, Reggie. So we've got Tour 1 and Tour 2 will be today. Tour 3, you can see here, in Tour 4, both of these will be tomorrow. So I think we'll be watching, I'm not sure who we're watching actually, I don't know, I'll have to look at my list, but there will be some interesting sets. And then Tours 5 and 6 are going to be on September 6th. And then Tour 7 will be on September 7th. So we've got a day in between. Today's the 3rd for 1 and 2, the 4th for 3 and 4, and then the 5th is a break, and then the 6th for these 2, and then the 7th is the last one. There's going to be one set. And yeah, that is the plan for the stream. Really quickly, I've got to set up the prediction for the first set. As Draconic said, he had to do something, so we're going to do Evany and NA. Should be running. And there we go. One thing I did notice right before I started up the stream. Hey, sorry, I'm just messaging a Discord user. Yeah, one thing I noticed before the stream was my overlay got a little bit messed up somehow. I think it had to do with I don't know, some Windows update that changed the size of the taskbars, but all of my game is shifted up a little bit. And so the weird thing that happened as a result of that is my game is shifted up a little bit, and all of the tournament training room overlay windows are shifted a little as well. Let's see, if I just click on a random room, let's just do this one. And do the tournament training room thing. Let's see. I should probably set up the logos. Although it doesn't really matter yet. But if I just do this overlay, maybe it fixed itself. I don't know. Earlier everything was shifted a little bit. It seems to not be too bad now. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it, I suppose. But it was looking kind of weird. Maybe it just depends on the room. I don't know. All of these are public. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad actually. But it was looking a little weird earlier. Anyway, that is that. In terms of how top 8 works, again, I already talked to you about that. It's just basically a round robin, which means that every team fights every other team once. And that's the first part of top 8. And after the round robin, there's going to be 2 teams that are in the lead. Maybe I should pull up the tournament regulations. I don't know if it has them here. But yeah, so the first part is here September 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th. And then based on the results, the top 2 teams go directly into Blitz finals. So it says it right here. But top 2 direct qualifies into top 4. And then 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th duke it out in a double elimination tournament. That will be on the 10th and 11th. So we'll have a few days in between then, just I guess the weekend or something. So it'll be double elimination, this group of 4 like we typically watch in PYSs and whatnot. And then the 2 best teams there go on to top 4 as well. So I like that. I think it's a little interesting. Means if you didn't have the greatest top 4 or the greatest round robin in top 8, you can still make it to top 4. It also means like if you didn't make top 2, like if you're not Joker Origin, or I guess if you don't upset them, those teams aren't completely safe yet. They still have to fight for it, right? And I think that this top 8 could get a little bit close. Like right now, there are definitely 4 favored teams, I think, but we've already seen several upsets in the Prove Your Skill stage, and I'm assuming we might see some here in top 8 as well, so that'll be pretty exciting. But I think this will be a good top 8. I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, no portals for the streams today. Wargaming isn't doing any of that this time around. They're actually pretty low effort for this season, I'm not going to lie. But what we are running is giveaways in the Discord. So if you guys would like to join Discord, it's !Discord if you're on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, you can just look at the description. And yeah, if you join the Discord, I have a giveaway channel. You can just click the button to enter the giveaways. We're giving away battle passes. So if you guys don't have a battle pass, you can get a battle pass. Alternatively, if you do have one, you could join the giveaway for crates. They're fan containers. They don't really give the biggest rewards, but I think there is a chance for a tank if I remember correctly. It's been a while, and they usually change the fan containers up here and there, I think, depending on the season. So we'll see. But yeah, some giveaways. I should specify, I didn't say like, oh, if you don't have a battle pass, then you can join this one. It's not like a one or the other type thing. You can join all of them if you want. Just know that if you already have a battle pass and you like win the giveaway for battle pass, you don't get any compensation. So I would just re-roll it if that's the case. Would be nice. So yeah. If you do have a battle pass, it would be nice for you to skip that giveaway. But I can't really stop you, I suppose. Those are both just running in the Discord. Not even commented about who won this one. Yeah, this will be an interesting one. NA is a team, I believe this is their first top 8. Evany has made it before. NA's had a pretty good season, though. They've beaten both Apex and Oblivion. They're both underdogs there, so they can perform pretty well. Evany, historically, once they make top 8, they usually are in the bottom half, but, you know, there's always the chance that they do well. You know, not their team name, I think, is like 8th place Kings because they get 8th place a few times. They were 8th place either last season or the season before. But either of these teams can perform. I mean, they all made top 8, and I'm pretty sure they all had decent wins. I don't know if Evany beat any strong teams in the qualifying stage. I'm actually not sure about that. Babe, we should get our invite in just a minute here. Come on. Sorry, check Discord. We're good. Yeah, so I think we did get our invite there. I was looking away, which means I have to hide the screen. Go into just chatting mode or something. No, that wasn't the invite. That was just news. Okay, apparently there's news. The only other thing interesting to note is that since the last stream in the qualifier stage, two new tier 10s have been added to the game. The Blitz, which is the Polish tier 10 tank destroyer, which has the improved alpha damage at close range. Pretty interesting mechanic. I do have that. I've been playing. It's actually pretty fun. I wouldn't say it's overpowered. It's strong, and it's got pretty good armor, but it's definitely not like broken or anything. It's turretless, which definitely affects things, but it's a solid tank. I'm not sure if we're gonna see it at all. I have like a feeling that maybe it'll be used in a niche strat just because it's new and people haven't exactly figured out how to fight it yet, potentially. I don't know. I think maybe we'll see it in like a close range map where there's a lot of brawls, like maybe Middleburg Town or something like that. I guess I don't really know. Just random guesses, maybe some sort of town area on a map. Fort Despair, who knows? And then there's also the new Type 5 Heavy, which is a very famous, popular tank, of course, from OpPC that just got added in crates. So we're not going to see a lot of them just because it's a very expensive tank to get. I think it was like $100 for 20 curates in USD or something. So whatever that converts to for you. And you need 50 charms to get the tank. So it can be very expensive if you don't roll it on the crates themselves. So it's going to be less common for people to own it. I don't know how much it's going to be used. It's got kind of mediocre armor. It hits pretty hard, and maybe it could be used as an anchor. But the other thing is that neither of these tanks have reactive armor, and typically a lot of the meta tanks that you tend to see have reactive armor. Most of them in this meta do. The F3, the MLE, the 50M, the Ho-Ri, lots of reactive armor tanks. There are a few that don't, like the 2 and 5E, for example, and the 2-100, of course. But for the most part, a lot of the slow armored tanks are determined by the ones that have reactive. And none of these tanks do have it, so we'll see. Maybe that affects things a little bit. I don't really know. Looks like the teams are joining. I can show the room now. Need to swap the logos. And yeah. First, before we do that, I am going to show the team rosters for NA and Evany. So we've got NA. I'm going to believe this is first top 8 for the clan. I know several individuals have made top 8 before. Whitetails even has a Blitz Cup win under Joker. And Kool-Aid, I don't know if he has a win, but he has, I think, a couple top 4s with leverage. But for the rest of these players, I don't know if they've made top 4 before. Depasto might have done something with Straight, but I don't think they ever made top 4, but he's made top 8 for sure. But we've got Clear, Icy, Depasto, Pro, Target Practice, Huge, Firefly, X, Whitetails, Kool-Aid. They will be playing against Evany, led by Benny. They've got Lagundo, Beijing, Duca, Bentley, Trath, Cricket, Hicks, Please, and Tate McRae. So that is your Evany team. See if they're all showing up now. Looks like they are. Very nice. We can go ahead and show the training room. Now, I did show the maps briefly, but I didn't look at them. It's a little mistake in mind, I suppose. But we're going to be starting with a rock field. I guess something to know, all of these sets are going to be best of 7. So that means we're going to be having at least 4 games in every single set, and that's only if it's a 4-0 sweep. Of course, we hope that most sets don't come to that, but inevitably you're going to have your top team like Joker playing against a team on the lower end of top 8, and sometimes those can go very poorly for one team. But yeah, anyway, we've got a minute left until our Rockfield game. The tanks looks like still taking time to get them in. Evany doesn't even have 7 players at the moment. Okay, there they go. They got 7. And we have 3 F3s, 2 MLEs, a light, and a super conch for Evany. NA still taking their time to pick their tanks. Looks like they're figuring out which strat they want to use. Making player subs as well. But we're seeing 2 MLEs, potentially 3 F3s, a light, and a Ho-Ri. So similar lineup actually, but Ho-Ri for super conch. They might switch things out a little bit. We'll see. What's up, Nice Shot, Soda, Kazari, Michael, Mopar, Sinburn, what's up, Trath, and Breeze, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the stream. 30 seconds left until game 1, and yeah, we've got identical lineups except a Ho-Ri for super conch. And yeah, oh, I just realized, what? I still have the logos wrong. Come on. There we go. My bad, guys. I thought I fixed it. Wasn't looking properly, but there we go. But yes, Michael, I'm looking at both chats. I've got them both up in the same window here, so we'll go ahead and get started, y'all, with our first set of the day, beginning on Rockfield. What's up, Anonimo? Good to have you in here. Shalom. And roll the intro. I have debated just turning the music on for these map intros because every once in a while one of my videos just gets copyright striked anyway. You're not striked, I don't get a strike on the channel, but copyright claimed anyway. Because even though this is a copyright-free playlist, I think occasionally there's a song that gets caught and it can throw things off a bit, so I don't know, a little bit annoying. So maybe I'll just throw them in and say screw it, I don't care if I get copyrighted. Because they're not striking my channel, they're just taking ad revenue, which honestly isn't that much for me. I don't really care too much about it, so who knows, maybe we'll change it, maybe not. Both light tanks on a Rockfield are going to spot each other on the seaside. NA has an extra tank brought in there, huge. I don't I didn't pay attention to see if he got lit or not. But Trath is going to run away. Evany, though, they sent 6 tanks right into A. They find target practice all alone here, and it looks like they just want to take him out immediately. And A has a little bit of crossfire going with X, Huge, and Firefly. Target practice also reversing quite quickly, able to get away, and Please Twin actually kind of pushing him, helping him to back up a little bit more. They're all going to try to crash in on target practice anyway, but NA actually has some pretty decent crossfire. They're definitely going to lose the tank. That's the thing with all these Clippers, is they will take out the tank no matter what, but they did take a lot of damage for it. They are actually down on HP right now, but they did find the Ho-Ri. That's the unfortunate thing that they do have, is a turretless tank a little bit too far forward. Beijing, Lagundo all going to drive in, and that Ho-Ri is going to die relatively quickly. It's just a matter of how quickly NA can bring the rest of their tanks in. They found Please Twin, get the kill there, so they're actually even on tanks at the moment. Hit points relatively close as well. Kool-Aid will be a clear focus fire target, but Beijing is lost. So in just a moment here, maybe it'll be a 4v4, or maybe Kool-Aid will get out of the way. Looks like Firefly and Clear were able to block Benny from getting the kill momentarily. He's going to put the shot in there, even though he could have put it into Kool-Aid. Looks like Tate's going to take that shot instead. Fair enough. 4v3, though, as another tank did go down for Evany in the meantime. X, the sole light tank left alive. Maybe it was just a light tank 1v1 that I wasn't quite looking at. I do see a dead light over there, so I'm guessing that was what happened. And X now having crossfire onto Benny. Firefly will take the kill. It's a 4v2, make that a 3v2. Still advantage for NA. They have the light tank left alive. It's just a matter of X trying to play smart and not get himself killed here. If Hicks can just randomly turn and put a shot in, that would be really useful. Looks like Hicks isn't worried about doing that. He's unloading his full clip into Clear, allowing X to put those extra shots in. And he's still doing good on the HP, but even above that, they have the caps at the moment, so Hicks trying to maybe make a play for the B base with the light tank there, but he's not even going to be able to do that. Clear could go down, though. Super Conk getting a good reload would help. X is going to try to put a shot in. Clear will fall. Huge just going to put a shot into Hicks there. X is going to go for Tate. And it doesn't look like Hicks will be able to cover. He's going to try to go around the rock there, but don't think we're going to see it. X should get the kill. It's going to be Huge actually getting it. They went on caps before Hicks can go down. So while it was a little bit close there in HP, realistically, Evany had no way to bring the caps back. So clean game 1 win for NA. Despite being pushed pretty quickly by Evany, they did have a good push going. And they reacted pretty well. They had some crossfires going in, and their tanks did survive just long enough for the rest of the team to catch up. Huge having 3.6k damage. X and the light tank left alive at the end as well. Very nice. You can see that when the light is left alive at the end, very good flexibility is afforded. So game 1 going to NA. Game 2, even more F3s for NA. A light, a 2 and 5 being an MLE. Evany's got another F3 as well. They're going to keep the Super Conk though, so they're just dropping an MLE for an F3. NA doing the same, but they also get rid of their turretless tank. Fair enough. How does lower echelon tourney differ from PYS? I think lower echelon is just a double elimination bracket. How long has Evany been around for? A couple of years. They're the feeder clan for Elev, which is also in top 8. Occasionally the Elev team has played out of Evany, but this time they're both in. I don't know if this is the first time that they're both in top 8 together. I don't think it is. But memory's a little bit foggy there. Evany's been around for a couple years. Into your realistic game, GG. I do enjoy the realistic game mode. What's up, Noel, Master P, and Rax? Hello. Stuck at work, can't play Joker set, or rip Rax. It's alright, man. You get to spectate. You get to watch the 34 Watt B channel. Actually, I'm not even streaming your set. You don't get to watch whoever is streaming it if it's being streamed. Unlucky. But here we go with game 2. NA is up 1-0. And of course, F3, most popular tank in this game. It's taken the meta by storm recently. It never was a good tank on initial release, but in the most recent update they gave it, well, not the most recent update, which was just this past week, but update before, they changed the tank entirely. They gave it reactive armor, they gave it a triple shot auto reloader, and they gave it reactive. I don't know if it had reactive before. It maybe did, maybe it didn't, but it has it now. And effectively, it's just a Kronvon with reactive. A little bit less gun depression, but the turret's still quite strong. It's even got hull armor, which the Kronvon doesn't, so it's a really good all-rounder. NA's brought most of their tanks to A. Evany has done the same. Both the light tanks did spot each other in C. They're still going to be hanging out there, but NA been bringing an extra tank to C. They did that last game. They did it this game as well. Trath does find him, though. Good light tank play, spotting him out. I'll go to target practice here, I suppose. I didn't see where Trath spotted him from. Went to the corner, but he's lit. So Evany knows that NA has an extra tank all the way over here. X is still firing his gun. He gets lit as well. Trath still unspotted, lighting both tanks for Evany. Does it prompt a push? Doesn't look like it, though. Laguno's getting bled out quite heavily. Oh, he's in a position that can be a little bit dangerous to peek from. Looks like Firefly had put one in, someone else as well. He's taken 3 hits already, so unfortunate start for Evany. They do allow NA to grab the A base as well, so despite NA only having 5 tanks here, compared to Evany's 6, NA has done a lot more damage, and they've grabbed the base. So they are playing very fearlessly right now. It's like Evany's going to again make a move. Beijing going to take the initial hits using his reactive armor. Huge going to use his reactive as well to soak some of the damage, but in come Benny and Hicks from behind. Huge should be killed here. And that is the first kill, but Benny getting bled out quite heavily by NA. He will go down shortly to Pro or Clear. Looks like Pro bound, so it's actually X from across the map who hit it. Trath, I couldn't tell if he was trying to go for a self boost over there or something on the other side of the map. Wasn't looking. But he will be chasing X eventually. He needs to get in the game fast because his team is down a tank and they're also down, we're 5,000 hit points. Things are not looking great for them. Beijing will go down to Firefly. Tate's kind of in an awkward position where he's in the middle of tanks down below, tanks up top. Hicks as well. He's got full health, obviously, and a good at focus fire. They're not going to shoot him. They're going to worry about the tanks that are low. Please Twin does grab the A base, but goes down. This game's not going to go to caps here. Kool-Aid will pick up Tate, and we're going to see a 2-0 lead here shortly for NA. Trath a little bit too slow to get in the fight, and he can farm a little bit from out there, but it's not really going to do a whole lot when there's 6 tanks in the enemy team. You're the last one alive here. Hicks about to fall. And yeah, NA just playing better straight up. They got the better early bleeds. They grabbed the A base from Evany despite being a tank down in the area. And Trath just taking a little bit too much time to get in the fight. Ooh, getting ram killed there by Kool-Aid. He just kind of gave up. He died for time. Nothing crazy there. But yeah, clean 2-0 lead for NA. Sweeping Rockfield as we move on to our next map, which I didn't look at ahead of time because I'm a dummy. Kool-Aid with a nice 3.8k. Yeah, tough one for Evany. Maybe they'll bring it back in the next map. It's going to be Fort Despair. Okay. So I guess I'm wondering to see if we're going to be seeing any of those Type 5s or Blitzkowicas, which I think will be interesting. If we do, I think, you know, a town map like this is one where you could see either of those tanks being used, but at the moment we're not seeing them. Who knows? Or you may bring Tungsten MLE back. I would rather just super consumables go away, because it's really annoying to me how the meta is always dictated by which tanks have the special abilities. I think it's pretty silly, and it's pretty, like, antithetical to what Blitz is, right? You're supposed to balance the tanks based on the tanks, not give them a super ability that makes them better than everything else. Like, to me, that's just silly. But, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. What's up, Takafusa, Fawad, Voller? Hello. Drinking your Arnold Palmer eating Cades? That's awesome, man. I don't have a Cane's near me, but I actually have Cane's sauce in my fridge. I make my own Cane's sauce. Because honestly, I think their chicken's pretty mediocre. It's nothing special, but the sauce is what carries them. So I found a recipe to make the sauce online. That's what I've been doing for the past few months. It's so good. I just take like a mayo container and just fill it with canned sauce. Then it gets empty and I make a new one. It's so good. So I'm starting to run out, so I need to buy more. It's mostly ketchup and mayo, Worcestershire, and then salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Just those 6 ingredients, mix them up. Makes a really good canned sauce. And Arnold Palmer, I have some in the fridge, but I haven't been drinking a whole lot recently. Trying to drink more water. Here we go, guys, on Fort Despair. I'm getting a little distracted. You know, I like reading chat when I can, even though I have a 3-minute delay on. It's required for tournament streams. Avoid teams from stream sniping, because there would be tons of complaints about that, believe me. But the delay does kind of prevent me from reading chat in real time, which I'm always a little bit bummed out by, but it's all good. No worries here. Looks like someone accidentally used their reactive a little early. A little silly, goofy moment there. But it is what it is. Hopefully he doesn't play too aggressive over there with the MLE. Then everyone else is going A side. All of their F3s actually are going to the A corner. Please Twin finds a tank on C. But NA's double capping it with MLE and F3. And considering that no one else tried to push him to stop the base, I think NA knows that no one's here. They're going to back out anyway, though. Evany hasn't grabbed a base until Benny, who is stepping on B. I'm not sure who's calling for Evany. I think it's Benny, but I'm not 100%. I know he has called for teams in the past. I don't know if he's Evany's caller, but I don't know if anyone else is a caller on Evany. As for NA, I don't know who calls for them either. I think Clear's the captain, but I don't know if he calls. I think Target Practice has called in the past. But I could be wrong here. I don't know who the caller is on either of these teams, but I think for Evany it's Benny. You know, I have friends on a lot of teams. These are 2 teams where I don't really know the players too well. I have a couple acquaintances, but in terms of like people that I know pretty well, none of them on either team. Anyway, things are getting a little bit slow right now. Battle is at the point where, you know, teams are still trying to feel each other out. The bases aren't quite out of danger yet. Evany is down on caps, so they'll have to make a play. Looks like we see a shot go in for the first time in a while. Huge getting shot as well. Looks like Tate trading a shot with them. Pro is lined up all the way in the back in the GFT, tank I didn't point out earlier. And he's got a very defensive setup here on C. Pro also getting spotted in the corner. Huge proxy probably by Tate. But NA did box themselves up in their spawn. Evany will step on C. Hicks briefly. He'll take a hit. He's going to back off. But they did find Kool-Aid snuck in this little spot here. And if Treth and Beijing can get a sneaky peek here, looks like my tank kind of bugging out the area here. I was going to say if they could try to peek Kool-Aid, but it looks like NA wants to go for the cross shot. Oh, sorry, I meant to say counter push. We see a cross shot from Tate McRae. Target initially going for the cross push there, but does get hit very hard. He's now a one-shot. Hicks quite low for Evany. Still peeking forward, though. Surprised by that. Thought he would back up being a 2-shot, but no, he makes himself a 1-shot there. X is quite low. Target practice, of course, we already saw. Hicks is able to back himself into safety here. Please Twin is going to try to HP share a little bit. Duca, though, the new focus fire target. 2 and 5B is a dangerous tank. It's got a very hard-hitting gun. Looks like Beijing's going to go for the kill on target practice. Can't hit it, though. X with the HP share. Beijing kills him instead. They get Kool-Aid as well. Trath coming in from behind with a full clip. He could look for target. He's not looking for target. He's going to go for these tanks. Evany's going to have Tate go for that kill. Fair enough. Well played. We do see NA get their first kill on Hicks, but it might be a little bit too late for them. Trath is going to have a full clip in just a moment. This Firefly looking to go down here. Trath puts on the reactive just for extra safekeeping. Duca should fall. Clear should have that shot. But no, going for Beijing instead. And we are going to be seeing Evany able to defend the counter push there from NA to get a game going. Originally, I was worried for NA's positioning just because they did have a good defensive setup, but they did give up a ton of map control. They ended up counter pushing anyway, which I thought was not a bad play, but they took way too much damage for it, unfortunately. And as a result, we do see Evany get their first game on the board. So no sweep here for this first set. Always a good thing to see teams actually playing each other. You know? But we will get on with a game 4, spawn swap, of course. Four Despair is relatively symmetrical. There's a slightly different TD positioning in your own spawn, but for the most part, it's similar. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks, Techno. I'm doing good. The lighting in my room is kind of bothering me a bit. My room doesn't have very good lighting, and so I have to add like a stream light. And so I have one coming in from the side to the side of my monitor, but it's so much brighter than everything else that it's like starting to bother my eyes a little bit. For those of you who are probably used to seeing me in a tank background, maybe you haven't been watching the stream so far this season or just tuning in for the first time here in top 8. I did move since the last tournament season. I've got a new background, and the reason that I always streamed from within a tank was to hide the messy background that I had living at my old place, which was something I really couldn't do anything about, was how messy the background was. But now I have moved into a new apartment where I can control everything, and that means I am in a nice clean room. So the only downside is not very good lighting. But it does mean that I don't have to stream from inside a tank anymore to hide things. Maybe I should still do it anyway, but hey, you know. Is NA a new team? They've existed for a minute. This is their first top 8. For those of you who are just joining and are interested in some giveaways, do exclamation Discord if you're in my Twitch stream. If you're in YouTube, look at the description, join my Discord, and I'm running 2 giveaways right now. One, you could be one of 2 winners for a battle pass for the month of your choice. It could be either September, this current month, or the next month, October, if you wish. Just don't go anywhere else too far out, I think. Then people would just have to be constantly monitoring their rewards to do that, but I think you can pick September or October, to my understanding. Alternatively, you can win 4 fan containers. I'm picking 1 winner to win 4 containers. So both of those are in my Discord in the giveaways channel. Looks like Target Practice trying to go for an A reset, or a B reset there. Unfortunately, not very good shot. Goes completely off to the side, and Evany puts 3 shots into Target Practice right away. They also have a few tanks lined up to punish Target Practice from the A corner, which he failed to spot, I believe. I don't know if he spotted those tanks in the corner. So Target Practice is already on 500 HP at the very start of this game. Pretty rough start for NA. They do grab the C base, so they have A cap, and it looks like they're going to immediately push. They find What's Up Beijing. Proxy spotted, but he's already facing this direction. NA trying to push, but Evany was ready for it. And again, Target Practice has to be careful. He is the weak link for the team right now. Can easily get pushed. Huge trying to make a play onto Beijing, but he's able to get shot in the side if he's not careful. Beijing just digging in as much as he can. It is a large tank to hide there, but he has managed to do it. Not actively in danger unless he chooses to peek out, which he did briefly there. But in comes Clear and Kool-Aid. Target Practice is driving around, but Evany did give up the A corner, actually. That's an interesting play to give up A. That's actually allowing Clear and Target Practice to go around for Hicks there. Beijing does get pushed out by the NA tanks that now stop B. I have to say, this is a little bit awkward. I think Evany took a long time bringing their tanks all the way around here to find Firefly, Pro, and X. They will get good shots in them. They take the tank down quickly, but they're really going to have to hustle as they're about to lose X. Sorry, they're about to lose Hicks is what I meant to say. And Target Practice still alive over on the other side of the map. able to get his gun in the game as well, so very good for NA, able to utilize all of their tanks. Evany needs to get the kill on Pro. Cricket's reloading the shot to do it. Puts it in. Now to turn for Firefly or Huge. Looks like it's going to be Huge. Duca may have a shot as well. Not able to find it. But it's pretty close at the moment. Tate McRae trying to find target practice. Isn't going to. Stops the B base. I don't know if this one's going to go down to caps or not. It's going to be close. Hit points are very even right now. Tate will go down to target practice, who, again, being able to use his tank effectively despite being on 100 HP is very useful. And now NA is going to have very good positioning on Evany. They're going to be completely surrounded here. Clear on one side, target practice on the other side, Kool-Aid on one side, then Huge having the elevation. Evany doesn't really have the ability to push. They're just kind of sitting here. They have to make some sort of decisive play. Duca has a lot of HP to do that, but it's taking them a long time to find shots into Huge. Cricket does get the kill. So briefly a 3v3. Trath was looking for target practice, so he was trying to be careful. Kool-Aid going to have a nice HE shot into Duca. 2 and 5B getting a very dangerous gun. Target practice is still looking for a shot. Finds it on Trath. Backing up just a little bit too much, and NA is looking really good here. I thought this might not go down to cap, but this endgame fight taking a little bit longer than I thought it would. And they do end up winning it on cap, although they had the tank advantage as well. Not the tank advantage, but the HP advantage in the endgame. And they really do it. Evany didn't capitalize getting that kill on target practice. I think if they pushed him with the tank or two when NA had pushed into B, I think that could have been a very good play. They completely gave up the A corner and wrapped all the way around. It just took them a long time. Nice 5k game from Kool-Aid. Very nicely done. And they take a 3-1 lead. It's looking very good for them. Trath having 3.7, but was not enough. And we do get to see our third map here, Black Goldville. Nice, relatively symmetrical map, but not entirely. Cave's side especially has some differences, but both of them do, even in town. Rewards for watching. We got giveaways going on in the Discord, so exclamation Discord if you're on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, you just go ahead and look at the video description for the link. And I've got the giveaway going in the giveaway channel. So it looks like not a lot of people have signed up for it, so you guys might have a decent chance at the win there if you do. Looking at tanks here, lots of F3s again. If you do bring in a Kron, an MLE, and a 50M with a light tank. Excuse me. Having a bit of a hiccup here. And NA's got the GFT. Cool, cool. Putting a thin tarp or tablecloth over the satellite. Unfortunately, that would also cover my monitor. I can't really do that. Otherwise, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Black Goldville intro here. And yeah, NA was keeping the GFT with a Super Conch, an MLE, a light, and 3 F3s. Now, I don't know if we started the map intro a little bit too late. Yeah, we might miss the blind shots here. At the beginning of the game, the heavy tanks spawn in a way that you can actually blind shot the other side. You can maybe just see it. Yeah, so they do shoot at each other. None of the shots hit, although Cricket's gun does get damaged. There we go. Tate does take a shot. They say Cricket's gun got damaged and fixed it. And then someone else's viewport got hit, but they fixed that as well. Light tanks spotting B. Looks like Trath just sneakily being able to light X without getting lit himself. But Evany going for a quick A with the 50M as well, so their mobility advantage allowing them to take a cap lead here. NA has sent a lot of tanks to C. They're going to double grab that most likely, but we're already down on the bases. Evany's Kron is being used as a B reset, although that tank will have to be careful in case NA decides to poke up a little bit more on C. This tank is not safe on the C side. But he's looking to make sure NA doesn't try anything on B. That's the only way that NA can take a cap lead at the moment, as Evany has a pretty solid setup on the A side of the map. Now, NA has an interesting little trap set up here in case Evany gets a little bit too aggressive. Looks like X went all the way back here maybe to assist briefly for some spotting, but Pro actually going to be hiding in a sneaky little position. There's a similar one on the other side. Doesn't really exist like this. It's very different. Oh, there's like a building and stuff over there. You don't really have as much like vision on the map, but it exists. Looks like the Kronvon did indeed get pushed from C like I had predicted. A couple shots going in from C. And that distraction was enough to allow Kool-Aid to step into B for NA. They do end up taking the cap lead here. So unfortunate early game from Evany, even though they did have the initial cap lead, the Kronvon wasn't able to be effective in stopping B like it was intended. Now he was playing from all the way back here. If you play up here, it's actually funny enough, you're a little bit further forward, but at least you're protected from this side of the map. You have a little bit better vision into there. The thing you have to be careful about is being shot from that direction. And if someone decides to peek in there, you're a little bit more exposed. But this position's actually used a little bit more from my memory. Looks like Evany wants to try and take B back there, sending tanks in to C. Clear should get those spots pretty soon. He gets lit. Yep, spots Beijing. Hicks and Ray also lit. Cricket and Please Twin are backing up Beijing. They're coming as well. And there we go. We do see the B step from Evany. But in comes Kool-Aid with the reset. Evany and Trath might have a crossfire in Kool-Aid, but they're looking elsewhere at the moment. And Trath actually taking a lot of bleeds here, both from Huge and from X. He's already on less than half HP. Not great from the light tank. And Tate continuing to get reset by B. It's actually 2v1 target practice, and Kool-Aid should be able to get that kill. Evany needs to do something here. Beijing, Cricket, Please Twin, and Hicks taking a long time. They're not really doing a whole lot, just allowing target practice and Kool-Aid to farm Tate. Obviously, Trath has been bled. Duca not doing the most either. He's going to have to make a play, but in comes the light tank from NA, making a play. Very nicely done, utilizing the tank. Even though Evany will step C, it's been a little bit too late for them. They're going to struggle to bring this one back as they're about to lose their tank. They don't have a defense for B yet, and even though they'll take C, they don't have a clear kill at the moment. I lied. There was Huge on the other side of the map that I wasn't looking at. Duke and Trad did take him out. Firefly as well can get clipped out. Cricket is still holding a full clip here, which is a little bit awkward. You'd expect him to put the shots in, but didn't do it. Maybe if Firefly had gotten clipped out, Evany could have stayed alive, but unfortunately, they do not. NA takes the win 4-1 over Evany, guys. So everyone who predicted NA, congratulations on them channel points. And there you go. Nice game from target practice, who basically just had a free farm on Tate, stopping the B base. And Evany didn't really respond with the rest of their heavies to peel any, I guess, any attention off of the tank. Obviously, Trath getting bled in the T100 never helps, but didn't really do a whole lot in the grand scheme of things. But X was able to get himself effective in the end game by rotating to help out with B. And yeah, NA just played that really well. Nice 4-1 win for them. GG's. What's up, Tenchi? What's up, Chris? There are crates for watching on What B. For top 4, there will be. But for top 8, no. What's up, Maurice? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Wargaming's put a lot less effort into this tournament than most. Normally there's Portal for top 8. And there is not. There will be in top 4. I don't know what else I'm allowed to announce about what the plans are for the rest of the tournament, but all I will say is that Wargaming is putting less effort into this one than in previous seasons. Anyway, that is that set done. I'm going to go ahead to the website, see how the other sets are going. Can take a look at the brackets. There's a chance that this was the fastest one to complete. And it was. No, it wasn't. There was another set that has also happened. So we can go ahead, show the screen. And at the moment, NA and Apex both have wins over Evany and Reggie. So Apex defeats Reggie 4-1, NA defeats Evany 4-1. Joker Oblivion are fighting. Elev Origin still fighting. But the next set that we are going to be watching is Joker Apex. That's going to start in about 40 minutes, you guys. So either come back in 40 minutes or you can hang out. I'm just going to be, I guess, playing Gravity until then. Not my favorite game mode, to be honest, but it's what's out right now. I don't really like playing pubs anymore, so I'm not going to be doing that. So yeah, we'll just play some Gravity. But these are the sets right now, and we'll check back, I think, before the next set at some point. But you've got time to kill, so let's game. In Gravity, I like playing Leopard the most. Shell Velocity just flings tanks everywhere. Although the Gorilla is fun. Gorilla, you need to sweat. I mean, the Leopard and Gorilla, you kind of need to sweat with both of them if you want to do pretty well. If I really want to play Brain Dead, I'll take like a mouse or something. The Type 5 Heavy, actually, the new, Japanese Tier 10 Heavy, it's actually heavier than the mouse now, so there is a new king for Gravity for just Brain Dead games. And it also has the benefit of having just like a ton of alpha damage, like 700 I think is the alpha. So if you really just want to play a Brain Dead tank, the Type 5 is the way to go. But I am not spending money to buy those crates. You can see the prices right here. $6 a crate, 12 for 3, 24 for 5. But you'll see it up here. Collect 50 Type 5 Heavy Charms to get the tank guaranteed. So you have to buy 50 crates maximum, which is 120, 120, 60. Which is ridiculous. If you do the math, it's 300 bucks. So, if you get lucky, of course, you won't have to go that high. It's a 4% chance. So, you're expected to get it after 25 crates, but... Sorry, I was highlighting the wrong thing, but it's down here. 4% chance, but yeah. I don't plan on getting lucky. That just doesn't always happen. So if I'm buying this tank, I'm expecting to spend the full 300. So I will not be spending any money on the video game to buy this tank. Predicted Evany Reposo. Yeah. I gotta fill out that prediction real quick. I was waiting for that 3-minute delay. And it looks like 61% of points were on Evany. I spelled it wrong. That's funny. It was a 50-50 in terms of players betting, but the points are in Evany's favor. So, there we go. Congrats to NA. What's up, T-Fod? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so there's no rewards on the portal, but again, join the Discord. We're running some giveaways there. I have a giveaway channel, and you can just see there's some Dino messages. You just tap the enter button at the bottom, and they'll be triggered a little bit after the end of the stream. Just run in the Discord. I used to run them live during the stream, but at one point the tool that I used broke, and I tried it a few months later to see if it fixed. They didn't. I tried it again. They didn't fix it, and so now I just run them all in the Discord asynchronously. So it's whatever. Don't mind. It is nice to have people like on the Discord to run it, but I mean on the stream to run it, but at the same time with delay that also makes things challenging. So easiest fix is just run them in the Discord. Plus it means I get more people in there. Discord server is not as active anymore as it used to be. It used to be really active. Lately I haven't been streaming a whole lot, so it's kind of fallen off a little bit. Just totally expected. No complaints there, no hard feelings for people that leave or anything. Like obviously it's gotten pretty boring lately, but I still do things there. I still monitor it pretty much every day. But in terms of like stream content, I've been doing a lot less of that, so obviously. Discord gonna slow down a little bit as well. Let's just have it be. Alright. Somehow that shot just went way off. The enemy does have a 132-1. So I'll just need to be aware of a tank showing up here. Which, there we see a tank here. It's the Chieftain. Here's the 132-1. Let's peek here and just nuke him out of the sky. Oh, never mind, I got hit. The gravity there kind of prevented my gun from going down. I mean, he had the peeker's advantage there. I did hit the Jag. Enemy team is pushing us pretty hard, but we are also shoving over on this side, so that's pretty good. Oh, we're going to push him back in. He was trying to run, but me shoving him down there was actually a good team play, because now he's in trouble with those guys. So, big brain play there. We'll shoot the Yeg, we'll just throw him off. There's the 32 one who's trying to make a play on me. But, no, he will not be allowed to do that. Oh man, I just keep missing. I just keep missing. And he hits a nutty shot. Nicely played, man. Now my driver is dead. Fair dude. Fair play, dude. Let's see if we can hit that. I don't know if that connected. Somehow that dude spotted me. No idea how. But it is what it is. Looks like we did hit that Jag blind. Very nice. Now, unfortunately, my driver being dead is a little bit annoying here. And I keep missing my shots. Okay, 130. Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting spotted here, man. This is not good. Yeah, my driver is dead, so I'm struggling to run. There we go. We can fix him. You know who just spots me again, man? These tanks just having their ridiculous spotting abilities. I'm struggling this game. They did have someone pushing me. Yeah, there we go. The Hobri was pushing me. We're just gonna shoot him, throw him off his game. That's really what the Leopard does, is you shoot someone and it just completely messes with them, so. Like that guy was aiming for our Sheridan. No, sir. You are not hitting that. And we'll just shoot him all the way to the corner. Look at him on the mini-map there. He just goes flying. Goodbye. Nice. No posting of the Wappy path. Would be interesting to see yours. Oh, like that video? Yeah, I don't post videos / shorts. I could have done it, but I don't really care. It was messed up as well. Like, I have 40,000 games, and it said I had like 38,000 games in a platoon. Which I definitely don't, because my platoon rate is not that high. But I think what happened is that number included my game mode games, but my regular battle count didn't. So I was a little bit confused there. I would be really interested to see how many actual game mode games I have, but it was only like combining that with my platoon games, and I was just very confused. But I just do not care, frankly, about that thing. It was interesting, I suppose, but it wasn't very well polished. You accept my friend request, give you 3K to see family. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, but I'm not really interested in gambling. It's not really my thing. But thank you, though. Oh, completely missed that. Oh, no. I shouldn't have done that, should I? I messed that up. So he kind of lagged a bit there, I think. He teleported a little bit, which made me miss my shot. But me jumping there was a terrible idea. Let me get the kill. Kara did. Nice play, Kara. Well played, well played. I appreciate it, but yeah, I really want to gamble. I'm not a gambler. I don't like buying crates. There we go. Let me get a shot in. I like shooting the Sheridan missile because that tank is so light, he goes flying. But unfortunately didn't have a chance to kill that Sheridan. He was already dead. And shout out to Brazil, of course. Shout out Brazil. Got a few Brazilian viewers. Of course, I know Lulu from Brazil. He's a friend and a good gamer. Fellow clan event champion. Let's see if we can get something on the patent there. Not quite. I'm not playing amazing right now. I'm just kind of vibing with the chat and occasionally making a peek here to put in a good shot. But not the most. Kind of missing my teammate up there a little bit. With that, not quite. They have a 5th tank who's not spotted. It's their grill. I'm guessing he's just in that back corner. I kind of feel like trolling him a little bit, so maybe we'll just like completely YOLO that corner and get him spotted. That sounds pretty fun. Yeah, he's got to be like back there. Maybe see if we can get this kill. There's the grill. He's looking for me. He's not gonna find me. He is not gonna find me. That buddy is not gonna find me. Who should I look at? Let me see. Look at the Jag. The E3 is turned to look at me, it looks like. I completely missed the patent somehow. That was terrible. So, Michael, you're Supreme Airsoftware then, I think it was? Because I think it was you who said that to me in game. Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but I'm not here for that. Alright, let me catch this guy. Oh, I missed. It's fine. The grill's here as well. Just take him out. Oh, I couldn't knock the shot down. Unlucky. Was trying to tilt my tank back and forth to get the gun down enough, but I couldn't. Which means he's probably gonna be able to jump and kill me once I stare at him and make him miss the shot. He shoots at him instead, which means I can get the kill. Finished my water there. I might have to refill it. I don't want to drink too much though. I want to have to take a piss. Da da da. GG. GG Supreme. And again, thank you for the offer, but not a gambling man. I have an instinct whenever I click the reaction to click the shit reaction, so my mouse went that way by instinct, but I was not gonna give you shit. I was gonna give you a heart. I promise. Awkward. Getting lots of texts. I think it's Amazon. Yeah, it's Amazon. Very cool. Alright, we've got a little bit of time. In the meantime, I will reload the Blitz website, see if the other matches are done. Which it seems they are. Are they not? I was looking at the wrong thing. I don't know. Yeah, they're not all done. We're still waiting on Joker Oblivion. Cool, cool. We are up top. We've got a Leopard and a Missile on the enemy team. Prague with us. See if Sheridan pokes there. Sometimes they do. Oh boy, our Prague just wants to kill himself. Fair enough, buddy. We can at least mess up the Yag. Try to protect our boy a little bit, but not going to do a whole lot ultimately. Just mess with that Sheridan a bit. Yeah, we missed. What is this Yag doing? What is this? Okay, he's just trolling. Okay, buddy. What a lovely teammate I have. No, understandable. It'd be like that. Average teammate. So that guy got a nice kill on the Prague. And that guy just gets shot into me. Lovely. They are all going for me, damn. Oh, I messed up, I die here. Never mind. I missed that. Even 100 has me here. I tried maybe shooting to dodge this shot, but we can thank our lovely Nando 2018 for that game. Ugh. That was lovely. I'm trying to back down and then boom. Right in their ear. Now, The Leopard does have the highest shell velocity in the game, which is why I like it. The 1-2NB has the same shell velocity, actually. Doesn't have Rat Cal, but it's the next best thing, so we're just going to run this one. And yeah, so not all the sets are done, so I'm just going to keep refreshing, and then once they're all done, I'll go ahead and show it on the screen. Okay, they're all done now, so I'll go ahead and show it in a sec. After this game, we'll just go mid area. They have an extra light, actually. I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna play like right here and just be annoying. That sounds like a good plan. Stream's looking good quality, no issues. Good. We will wait, see if they make a play somewhere. I don't have any support for my team, unfortunately. We'll sneak that in. That was nice. And there's their scent. Okay, I'm getting shot from over there. Oh, what is that? It's a bat chat. So he puts two good ones into me. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not spotting him anymore. That sucks. I should back out. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I do not have help. I have a 704 who, frankly, based on his username, probably does not know what he's doing. And probably not someone I want to depend on for help. Just that. Okay, there's their bat chat. Shoot him back. Nice. Someone the other day was trying to tell me that the Scent 7-1 was good, but looking at Armor Man, it's rough. Somehow he penned that one. That was impressive, actually. Now, even full hull down, I can pen him. That one didn't quite connect, but it's all good. What does these guys be doing? Wait for that bat chat to pull up on me, so I'm like trying to be careful here, but if I have a free kill, I'm going to take the free kill. Where's that bat? Did he run? The rest of our team actually handled reasonably well over there, so yeah, maybe he left. Fair enough. Missed that. It's all good. What's up, Maurice? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, this tank doesn't quite have the aim that the Leopard does, but like yeah, the bat shot would have missed, but I think that grill shot would have connected. But we win the game, no problem. Nice, 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 nice. Having the giveaways on my Discord. Yes, Maurice, I am. So if you guys are on YouTube, you can look at my video description and you'll see the link to my Discord. And if you are on Twitch, you do !Discord. And then in my Discord server, I have a giveaway channel. That's where you can enter the giveaways. And they will be completed by the end of the stream. Not by the end of the stream, near the end of the stream. I was going to look at Middleburg. Somehow we won that. Nice. No thanks to Nando2018 who did 500 damage. Very cool. But yeah, so you can either win a battle pass for September or October, or you can win 4 fan containers. There'll be 2 battle pass winners as well, so you're twice as likely to win that one. Alright. You've got... Oh, I said I was going to show the leaderboard. I didn't do that. We'll show it before the next set. No worries, guys. No worries. Pages in the description, and it says, doesn't work. Oh, unfortunate. If you've joined in the past and you left and you keep joining and leaving, I think... So I have a bot that auto bans people who keep doing that. So if you've done that before, just message me your Discord name and I can take a look. But yeah, for people that just keep joining and leaving, like I think it's like 3 times or more, I just have it auto ban. Oh shit. Somehow I dodged that. We're just gonna back out. Oh, looks like our 183 got one tapped. Also with that shot. My whole team is just kind of split up here. Okay, so they nuked the mouse. I might actually want to make a play for him now. Looks like he's turned. Yeah, we can bother him. Oh, that's a 183. He's not hitting that. Ground might though. What the hell is that? Okay, I saw something on my map there. I was wondering what that was. Okay. We're just gonna launch right back to him. Somehow my YAG just whiffed this guy point blank. The gun's not going down. Oh, hello, mouse. That's a 183. And that's a YAG. Damn, I got launched right into him. Use this link to join, but didn't work. Yeah. So as I mentioned above, that's really the only reason it wouldn't work, is if you were banned. So... should be like RPP NW or something similar to that. The typical link. Why am I being pushed by an IS-7 now? Oh, he's not looking. I'm just gonna get close to the thing here. They were both looking anyway. Couldn't get out of that one. Alright, let's show the leaderboard. Full screen. So, Oblivion and Joker did go to tiebreaker, but it's Joker that wins it, so no upset there. Origin beats Alev 4-2. So, frankly, I don't think there were any upsets in this round. I would have predicted NA over FNE, Joker over Oblivion, Origin, and Apex. Those would have been my 4 predictions. I guess I didn't explicitly say them, so maybe that's cope. But those are probably the teams that I've expected. For this tour, my expectation would be Oblivion, Origin, Joker, and this would be a good one. I think I take a love here, but I don't know. We're going to be watching Joker Apex, though. Maurice, let me know what your Discord username was, and I can take a look. I think it's like... It shouldn't be set to just leaving. Like, it's like if you join quickly and then leave immediately. It's not like that. But I don't know. Just send me your username and I will look. You can either put it here in the chat or you can send me a message on Discord. It's all good. But yeah, so we're going to be watching Joker Apex next. That's going to be in about 15 minutes, I think. Let me take a look at when the time is. Wrong thing. We want to look at... It should be in 15 minutes. Joker... Although all the teams played at the same time, so it would have made a difference. Old and senior. Okay, sure. I will take a look. Server settings... Where is it again? I don't manage that band myself. Okay, I look it up. Okay, actually I do see you and it says, yeah, join and leave. Okay. You were unbanned, no worries. It's just like sometimes there's people that just join and leave instantly and then the bot detects that. But I will unban, it's all good. You guys are welcome to join the giveaways. And by the way, I'm doing a giveaway today, but I'm also doing one tomorrow and all the other top 8 streams. So you guys will have plenty of chances even if you don't win today. For some reason, I got a duck from Salt Dispenser. I'll give him a shit. I don't care. I'm talking to you. It's all good. No worries. No worries. It's more of like a safety thing. All good. Alright, we got the glacier map. Actually, I like this spawn on the glacier map. It's actually nice. I like to sit right here. And sometimes even a little bit further in that corner. But for me, right here is a nice spot. Where it's close enough to get my own spots if I need to. But also quite safe for me to just shoot from. Unfortunately, I don't have the gun depression to shoot that without peeking out a little bit far. But we will shoot. And looks like we didn't get spotted either, so that's good. And here's his shot. Yeah, we're not getting lit from this, which is nice. Unfortunately, most of their team has made it forward to a point where I can't really assist them, and our TL7's already dead. Kinda sucks. Shoot at the roof, didn't hit. He spotted me there. I'm impressed. Did not expect that. Oh. Okay. So we lost a tank early. They have a lot of armor over here. The motion. And the egg was in the back. Maybe we can launch the chieftain away from the corner. Gets the kill though, dang it. So we just lost 2 tanks basically for free. I should have snuck around because now we don't have anything spotting that. Or maybe he was spotting, I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, this one's not going to be a win, unfortunately. So we might as well start moving. I think I put a good shot into us. We miss. Those were terrible. We'll shoot the Yag into the 62. I think it would be quite funny. Let's see if I could dodge that. I could not. I'm dead here. Leopard's coming. We're cooked, guys. Motion bounces us somehow. Can we annoy this guy? Come on, if I tilt. There we go. Trying to be as effective as we can for being on 100 HP. Launch that guy into the... Let's go. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. No, our team's got no HP remaining. No HP remaining. Leopard's going for me as well. Well, let's see if we can get the kill in the motion. No, we don't even get that. Rip Bozo. I tried. Lost 3 tanks instantly. Not a whole lot you can do to come back there. Yeah, no problem, Maurice. All good, man. Not a problem. If you still can't rejoin, try refreshing your Discord. As I didn't see you pop in yet, but all good. We'll figure it out. I've been pinged. Why have I been pinged? Oh. Alright. Well, we should get our invite in 5 minutes here. So we've got time to run this one. Don't want bots in and out. Stuff like that. Yeah, no worries, man. Do-do-do. 62A is trying to play sneaky, or T22 I should say. We'll hit him all the way back into the other spawn. Looks like the Vickers is back there. We're missing the Sheridan. Where's the Sheridan? Is he over here? Not seeing him. See the grill. We can put one in there. That hit, I'm pretty sure. Yep, it did. Can sneak one into that guy. This be a pain. That's what we do. Mess with the Sherry. Oh, I might get nuked from the other side of the map, but if I can get to this rock, then we'll be okay. Should be good now. Your teammate's gonna get hit if he tries anything crazy. He misses the missile. Lovely. Yeah. Good. Nice, good ammo rack on the T-22. I'm slouching a little bit. You could feel that. It's a little awkward. Grill there. T-22's not looking. We might as well just put one in. Oh, he's too fast. Ammo rack him again. Poor guy. Getting a little lucky there, huh? It's all good. Happens to everyone. And we're just penning this dude. Holy cow. Goodbye, individual. Can we pen this? Shot goes a little far. He's dead. Cool. And we should hurry up, because we're going to be getting our invite soon. Shoot HE. It's good enough. Should have a shot in the air as well. Nice. Here's U-34. Wow. Yeah, I was kind of bullying in there. I feel a little bad. But nice. We even get the kill. So it looks like Tanker knows who I am. So GG, Tanker. If you're in the chat, maybe, I don't know. But GG. I feel bad for ammo racking you so many times there, but you're in my way. Alright. Nice game. I'll leave my heart. Did we get our invite already? Oh, we got our invite, which probably means that the game's starting soon. Did it start at 05? Oh, it was starting at 05, or at 04. I'm dumb. For some reason I was thinking at 10 past. No, it was starting at 4 past. So actually, the game's starting right now, and I'm glad that I didn't miss the first one. If this went any longer, I would have. But we're watching Joker Apex, guys. So the defending champions versus the defending third place team. And yeah, we have 30 seconds until it begins. So Normandy is going to be the first map. I didn't look at all of them. Guys, we're seeing a Type 5 heavy. I swear I didn't know. I was hinting at maybe seeing them, but I didn't know that Apex was thinking about running one. I'm surprised Pharaoh even got it. It's an expensive tank, and I didn't realize that Pharaoh spends that kind of money on this game, but hey. Excited to see how it's being used. We're just going to jump right into the Normandy intro. I'm going to have to run the prediction really quickly then. Unless, looks like Drac already did that. Thank you, Draconic. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for doing that. I was just about to. Yeah, my clock was wrong. For some reason, I didn't look at the time, even though I pulled up the time between the matches. I wasn't looking. So that's just funny. You guys are missing it, but in the chat, they're saying good luck, have fun with the battles. I didn't get to show the lineup of the players, but we've got a lot of people copying Pathy's username. We've got Steely Loopy, we've got Javi Loopy, Kaka Loopy, and Pathy, of course. Apex is double capping with lights. We're not seeing any lights here for Joker. Double 50Ms for them. But Type 5 Heavy is playing defensive on D here, so it's more of a holding tank than anything, it seems. Tunnel is trying to stay in a position that defends the A base, but he finds Reaction and Steel both pushing the river here, and Reaction taking a couple hits. Tunnel's actually going to drop down and potentially punish Reaction there. Blue had taken a couple, so maybe now it's Tunnel's turn to take shots, but Steel and Reaction are getting punished pretty hard. Apex are actually in reasonably good positions to punish that. Joker is going to counter push into D, though. They find Batpack, but Reaction is still dying over down there. Tunnel should be able to pick up that kill. Joker are looking up here, though, for something. Muy Caliente in the MLE, getting pushed by the E6. multiple F3s. Although he is still full health and he's actually digging in quite nicely. Panzer taking a lot of damage in the Panzer wagon. Aptly named for the tank that he's driving. Very nice. Apex has a defensive setup here, but they have completely given up map for this. So we'll see if they counter push into Kami and Steel or what. But Panzer maybe playing a little bit more aggressive than his hit points can afford right now. Could be a point of weakness for Apex in the future. But Blue making a play on Kami. Steel doesn't have any shots to help out at the moment, so they're just going to have a bit of a 1v1, which Apex is actually looking better at right now. Joker doesn't really have anything at the moment. Okay, they do find shots on Caliente, but he peaked for it. That pack getting quite low. Looks like Apex is getting blood pretty heavily. They should be able to just get the kill here on Kami. That pack looking for it. He has the reload, but playing a little bit scared. Panzer getting bled by Steely as well. But they do get the kill, so they're up 2 tanks. No, they lose Caliente over on the other side. But Apex are continuing to play defensive, and the Type 5 is still quite healthy. Steely's looking for the kill on Panzer. That pack puts a shot in. He's still hunting. Here Panzer is, though. He's going to go down. Confused by the play, but Blue picks up Haffy as well, so 6 tanks to 4. Panzer's still not lit, actually. He's playing very dangerously, but survives. Pharaoh's still healthy in the Type 5 Heavy. Blue surviving in the center. Javi trying to look for the kill, doesn't find it. Tunnel's getting quite low. Apex has the tank advantage. They just need to see if they can get the kill on Steely. Panzer's looking for it. Misses the shot, though. And does Steely just get a free kill? Yeah, weird play from Panzer. Just completely threw his tank away. Don't know what that was, but it wasn't worth the risk, because they have a lot of low HP tanks in their team. Krish going to make a play for Blue here. Big shots go in, though, from Tazuzu in Blue, although he takes a shot of his own. Batpack is going to try to come in to help out. He has shots on Javi and Krish. Missing the shot, though. Lots of sloppy play here from both teams. Pharaoh gets the kill on Javi. Kakalupi's going to try to help out. Blue and Batpack are able to get the kill on Krish. He was pretty healthy when pushing Blue. Wasn't able to take out a tank on 300 HP. Steel's going to grab C. Batpack is going to help Kakalupi. Or help Pharaoh with Kakalupi, I should say. He puts the shot in, but he still has a shot left in the clip. Batpack playing risky, but ends up taking it, though. Taking cover. Kaki's trying to side hug Pharaoh here. Puts a shot in. Pharaoh needs to reload his shot, maybe see if he can put it in. Puts it in. Steel gets Blue. Batpack misses the shot, but Pharaoh gets the ram kill. Steel's pushing in through D. Gonna see if he can find the kill on Batpack and Pharaoh. He has a 1v2 situation. Pharaoh's still reloading. Steely makes him a one-shot. We've got 2 one-taps versus Steel. Oh, man. It's close. The Steel's going for a play on the Type 5. Looking for the light, though. Oh, man. This game got real close. Both teams just kind of throwing tanks away there. Krish threw his tank away. Panzer threw his. Apex has the caps, though. 2 minutes left. Don't know if it'll go all the way down to caps, but it'd be very intense if it did. Steel's still unspotted. Looking for the kill shot on Batpack. Batpack gets spotted, though. Play careful. He doesn't spot Steel back. And Steel's looking for it. But is he going to commit to Pharaoh? Looks like he's committing to Pharaoh. Pharaoh's looking. Pharaoh's not looking. Oh, Steel would have had that. Batpack is sliding out for it. Gets spotted himself. Oh, it's so intense. But Steel's a strong player. He's been in Joker for a long time. He's won many seasons with them. And he's going to try to risk it with Pharaoh. Pharaoh spotted. Who gets the kill? Steel's looking to bait it. But now he's looking back for the light. Oh, man. Doesn't get any closer. And this Batpack gets around the other building. Steely might not be ready for that one. Sneaky play. Is he just going to commit? Pharaoh's not looking! Why was Pharaoh not looking? He was not looking for some reason, and he gets taken down. It's a 1v1 now, and Steel has the HP advantage. He can just take the shot here and rush Batpack. He peeks over, doesn't realize Batpack would be there, but he's still a 2-shot. He should just rush in and get the 1v2. It should be a free win here. High roll? No, and he gets it! Joker clutching up the 1v2. Pharaoh just not looking for some reason. He knew exactly Exactly where the E50M would peek from, but wasn't looking for some reason. That's a toss and a half there. Apex had all of the advantage that entire game, but Steely with the nice 1v2 clutch. Gotta give him the crown, guys. We're bringing the crown out game one. We're bringing it out. Where is it? Where is it? Gotta unlock it. It's on Batpack. It should not be on Batpack. There wasn't much he could do there in the end game there, but Pharaoh should have absolutely just been looking. Even him putting an HE would have done something. But throwing that game there, that's tough. And Joker take game one very nicely. That was an excellent game in the end there. But really it came down to Panzer completely throwing his tank away to steal for free. Missed a shot and just died for it. But we'll see if they can bring it back. Type 5 Heavy already being used game one though, so it's exciting to see that the tank is getting use in top teams. I just don't know how many players actually own the tank on these teams. I know Kami has it for Joker, and I know obviously Pharaoh has it for Apex now. I didn't know if anyone even had it for Apex. Yeah, I have no idea who owns it. But we will see if it gets any use. Spawn swap here. Looks like 3 F3s and a Kron for Joker. 3 F3s and an Emily for Apex. Both teams running a British Heavy. Both teams running a light. But Apex taking a second light and Joker taking that 50M steel. Obviously proven why that's a good tank to pick, man. Just beats the T100 in the end game. And there we go. Game one. Going to Joker. We'll see how game two is, if it's as exciting as this one. Alright. Game two. Double lights fast capping for Apex. Looks like they'll take cap lead. It's a nice thing to have on this map. Steel again going down through the beach. It's crazy to think that Apex lost the game after having such an easy free punish on Joker in the beach. Just shows how strong of a team Joker is, and shows how strong each of their individual players are to 1 versus 2, another top 4 team. It's like Batpack getting shot there by reaction. Both of those tanks playing down in the bottom there. Steel does get through. Was he undetected? I couldn't tell if he was detected or not. Turns out Joker actually gets the cap lead. Apex was not playing to grab C. They do get D though, interestingly, so maybe they'll just rotate back with a light for it. Fair enough. But Steel is going to be able to sneak in here on Panzer. He's going to get proxied in a moment. Yep, there he goes. He's proxied. And they know they got a tank behind him. And this could be very bad for Apex. 50M's got very good armor capabilities in that position. Normally, Batpack putting a nice shot in. Reaction's going to be sneaking through as well, but what's the play here? Batpack's just going to get focused pretty hard here. Hands are going to drop down on the T100. He's going to take a lot of damage now. 900 for that. Oh my goodness. They both pen HE there? This is not looking good for Apex at all. They're going to bring Pharaoh back. Paffy going to join the mix, but Joker actually could hold like a 3v2 here. That would be absolutely insane. They just got better players right now. Pharaoh going to drive in on Steel. Pains are going to drive in as well, but they're going to lose Batpack. Paffy, though, kind of taking the long way. And Panzer's going to go down as well. Yeah, Joker's just straight up winning like a 2v3 there. Their players are just better right now. Panzer making a play in reaction, but he's going to go down in a moment. Pharaoh picks off Panzer. Or sorry, Pharaoh picks off Steel, but Panzer gets picked off as well. Now Pharaoh's in an awkward position. He just has to run. Driving right into the wall there. And all the other side of the map, it's just not looking good for Apex. Joker's got tons of HP. Javi, Kak, Krish. I mean, Kak is low, but... And down goes another tank for Apex in a moment. Can we Caliente get the kill on Kami, though? He cannot. So he goes down. He's traded, but now it's a 2v1 for Tazuzu. Tunnel is in there, but he's just going to go down as soon as he peeks. Pharaoh is actually fighting well against reaction, but he's got 3 tanks on him here. There's not much he can do. Kami's about to drop down on him. Pharaoh doesn't have that kill. Reaction just going to peek that. And yeah, Apex get pretty much handled this game. Basically a 2v3 from Joker over in the corner. Somehow the 50M sneaking through unspotted. Someone just wasn't able to spot him. And yeah, this game a lot less close, obviously. But 2-0 lead for Joker, sweeping the map. And this is just showing that the gameplay of the individual players on Joker is just much better than Apex right now. Impy Boy getting a little nervous maybe about his bets here. Oh boy. 3.8 from Krish. 2.8 from DJ, but not enough. Blue having a full bet pack Panzer. Yeah, not performing there. New Bay is the next map. An interesting one. Will we see a Type 5 heavy on this one? Could be. It's another townish map. But we're not seeing one yet. Lots of F3s. No surprise there. 4 of them for Joker. And 4 for Apex. Fair enough. Both teams running a 2 and 5B. Got a 113 for Apex. I know that Bob from Joker likes running those. He's in a Kron though. And a light tank for Joker. Apex looks like they were running one, but no, they switched it out. They have an MLE in there. So pretty heavy lineup from both teams other than one T100. Oh yeah, I didn't go over the team rosters. I don't know how much time I have to do that. Not much. But we have... From Apex, it is Blue, Sherman, Pagman, Laikai, Batpack, Tazuzu, Tunnel, Panzer, Caliente, and Pharaoh. And they've got Joker, who are... Oh, it's loading. Oh, of course, it's loading. But Javi, Reaction, Paffy, Bob, Krish, Yarrow, Kami, Kakaloopy, Steely, and Poopy Loopy, which is Milo, actually. So, goofy usernames. But here you go, guys. The New Bay intro. In this map, pretty asymmetrical, so we'll see if there's any interesting strats that are used. The ramps are relatively similar, but the town area is not. Right now, you guys can't see it yet, the map intro. There we go. Apex is headed more towards the ramps. Joker's got a couple tanks going there. They're relatively split, but maybe a little bit more in the ramps. They have the light tank, though. He's going to spot Blue quickly. Pharaoh, though, is going to be able to drive through unspotted, and he might be able to sneak a shot into the light. Apex is aware that the light is over here. And, yep, Pharaoh finds him. Puts the shot in. Reaction missing as he's going to run. But Joker will get the cap lead, though, with C. Reaction's taking a lot of hits, though, trying to leave. Blue or Chizuzu put one in. Reaction's unspotted now, though. Apex trying to blind fire. I'm not going to be able to do so. Reaction is safe now. Pharaoh will step A, so they'll try to take the cap lead right on back. Kami from Joker is in a position to try to deal with it, but he's not going to move quite yet. And he won't have any resets, so it will actually be Apex in the opening game with the cap lead. They also put in a couple nice shots into the T100. This is a tank where it's a little bit more difficult for it to just run around and do it at once, as it's a very closed map. So it's good to have bleeds on it. Pharaoh taking a little bit of damage in the early game. Getting blood out. Good. 1000 HP, actually. Heavy unloaded his full clip, but they're almost peeking a little bit too far and almost let Reaction put another shot in there, but he's just going to chill. But Apex is aware that Joker have several tanks in this area. Now, where do they make a play? Do they set up the defensive Pharaoh? Do they try to push C? They have the cap lead. And still HP lead, although they've taken just about as much damage as Joker has. It's just the fact that there's a light tank taking the hits for Joker. The Apex is still relatively defensively set up. They've got 113 there for shots in. Pharaoh does proxy Paffy and Kami. Did he use his reactive already? He might have already used it. That actually makes him a much easier kill. Blue missing his shot there in Paffy, and now he's just basically throwing his own tank away by staying here. They'll just put the full clip in. Kami puts a shot in. Paffy's going to reload his clip. Apex trying to crash in with Sherman and Panzer and Batpack, but Reaction, Krish, and Steely are all here to crash into Sherman, who takes a lot of damage there. Full clip from Steely, and he's already quite low. Blue's basically in a 2v1. Pagman's going to try to join the fight. He's a little bit slow. Zuzu all the way in the back could get bled pretty hard. Shot into Kami, though. Well played. Blue's looking at Paffy. No, he should be looking at Kami here, but he's been lit on fire. Javi's going to put in a full clip. He's going to go down quickly. Yep, Paffy's in a bit of a 2v1. Apex is losing on this side, though. They lost Sherman. They're going to lose Panzer. Batpack going to go down. And are we going to see a 4-0 sweep here, guys? This one's looking like a 3-0 so far. Paffy is pretty low, but may even be able to survive this with good hit point sharing from Javi. Now, Zuzu is going to be able to help out over there, but on the other side, Batpack, no way he's surviving against Reaction and Bob combined. Zuzu does pick up his kill, but things are not looking good for Apex here, guys. After a pretty solid Game 1 start, it really just fell apart until maybe they're a pretty momentum-based team, and that terrible plays in Game 1 just really threw them off their mojo. Either that or Joker's just simply outplaying them every single game here, which they absolutely have done in this Game 3. Pagman missing that last shot. Ivy will survive. Krish getting a ram kill. Yeah, 3-0 lead for Joker. I thought this set was going to be closer. Clearly, Impy Boy thought this set was going to go differently, but it is not doing too well. Splitting your team into 2 map corners. Well, Stein, both teams did that. It just happened that Joker won on both sides of the map there. And they go up to Zuzu 3.2, but not enough to win it. Yeah, 3-0 lead for Joker. Are we going to see a sweep, guys? The Type 5's coming out. Oh, we're seeing 2 of them for Joker. Oh, man. So it looks like Joker has at least 3 then. Javi, Steel. Kami has it, but he's not running it. Lots and lots of them. But we are 1 game away from the 4-0 sweep. What's up, Min? What's up, Failure? Yeah, lots of Type 5s. So it does seem to be having an impact. Not so much as the F3. F3 is still clearly the tank of choice. It's got reactive, so no surprise. But y'all, we might just see Joker 4-0 sweep. Which is crazy. Oblivion just went to a tiebreaker with them, I'm pretty sure. So it looks like Joker has at least 4, because you guys can't see Kakaloopy, which is Kakady. He's in the middle. He also has a Type 5, so Joker has a bunch of them. They've clearly invested for this Blitzka. Very nice. Bring it back for a tiebreaker and clutch it. Let's see it. It would be entertaining. But they are yet to prove themselves here. Alright, game 4. Do we see the sweep? I was hoping for no sweeps on day 1. Tried to pick sets that I thought would be close and entertaining, and I suppose this one has been entertaining, just not in the close sense, more in the Joker outplaying a game that they should have absolutely lost. So what are the Type 5s doing here? I haven't played really any Blitz since it got added, so I haven't even seen it in game since it got released from testing. Pretty slow. Gonna take a while to get to its position. I do like the camo on top, the little rocket launcher or whatever. Pretty cool. I like the tank's looks. It's like a couple tanks from Joker going to the ramps. Apex not really sending anyone there. They've got Panzer alone in the Super Conch. Joker has 3 tanks here, and actually Paffy in the back makes it 4. But Apex are wrapping around with their F3s. They are not spotted yet. Now they are. They find the Type 5s. Sherman and Peg both use the reactive. Blue does as well. Takes 1500. Heavy's getting clipped pretty hard. And blue is already on a fraction of hit points. And what's nice about the Type 5s is they can immediately just peek out and double tap another tank. One of them missed, I believe, so Sherman only taking 800 for that encounter. But Steel is going to hit point share for Javi. He should be able to get away. There is a 2v1 in this corner here. Although Bob not getting bled as hard as maybe he should by all of those tanks coming in on him right now. And meanwhile, Joker are crashing in on Panzer. They're going to have no issues taking him out. But they're bleeding Apex a lot for this push. Heavy and Steel are just going to be able to double tap Pagman for a ton of HP. Blue and Sherman have to play scared because they're super low. And really just those Type 5s are just such a big fortress right now for Joker. Paffy's actually able to turn around and crossfire Pagman if he wants to and just sacrifice Bob. That pack is already quite low. He might go down. The fact that Apex is not able to win that 2v1 push is pretty disappointing. Krish is looking at blue. Pharaoh's got Kami and soon a reaction on him as well. And the Type 5s are just ready to nuke something. They're just going to double tap Pag. Looks like they went for Sherman, making Sherman a one-shot. They do lose Javi and Bob, though. So Apex aren't out of it. It's a 5v5, but Sherman's low. He's going to get one-tapped by Kami here. Krish has the rear of Pag and Pharaoh. Tazuzu's going to try to hunt down Steel. But this is just looking like a Joker 4-0 sweep at the moment. Batpack going to go down to reaction in a moment. 5v3. Down he goes. And yeah, guys, we just saw a 4-0 sweep Joker onto Apex. Apex is a team that historically has actually done quite well against Joker in the group stages, but Fair not even able to get the kill shot into Steeler there. Yeah, that's tough. In this set, only close game really was game 1. And we do see a kill, but Joker do sweep the third place team from last season, 4-0. Apex is going to have to go back to the drawing boards here. Tough start from them. They won their first set at least, but that one was over a lot faster than I thought it would be. Congrats to Joker on a very well played set, especially Steely for that game 1 clutch. That was incredible. Although I would say more that was poor play from Apex's side, but it is what it is. And we will be seeing plenty more of these teams, I would imagine. Joker are expected, of course, to be winning most of their sets here, so it's not like a big surprise that they beat Apex. We'll see them again against Origin. Should be tomorrow, I believe. And of course, we'll see them in top 4 as well. I have no doubt of that. Apex, they're 1-1. They're expected to make top 4, but if they just keep playing poorly, who knows? Maybe they could get upset by a few teams, and ultimately, if it comes down to that double elimination bracket, they have to make sure they're playing really well for that. But that's that. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the website, although I imagine this is probably one of the quicker sets. Don't know if any of the others will be done. Is loading. Okay, so a couple of the sets are done. I'm not going to stick around and wait for them all. And since this is not a Portal stream, I am not forced to just sit here for the next 30 minutes and wait for the rewards to play out. So I'm just going to show it and end, I think. But at the end of the day, we will have an updated scoreboard. But for now, glitched out. Oblivion 4-0's NA. Can't say I'm super surprised. Joker over Apex, 4-0. Not surprised by the end result, but the fact that it was a 4-0. Very impressive for Joker. And Ebony Origin still playing. I love Reggie still playing. So I guess we'll see what those are, but I'm not going to wait too long. I think we'll just go ahead and call it here, guys. So I hope that y'all enjoyed today. Make sure that you guys, if you do want to join the Discord for giveaways, giving away 2 battle passes and 4 fan containers. So !Discord if you're on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, check the description. And then check the giveaway channel to enter. We're going to be running one of those every day of Top 8. So the next Top 8 stream will be tomorrow. We'll be watching Tour 3 and Tour 4. I think we've got Ebony Reggie and then Joker. No. We're not seeing Joker Ebony tomorrow, or Joker Origin tomorrow. Am I stupid? I think that's the 5th tour. Okay. Tomorrow is Ebony Reggie, and what's the last one? I think it's Oblivion 11. That's who we're watching. So those will be tomorrow, and then we have a day break. And then 5 and 6 will be on the 6th of September. And then the 7th will have the last set. Alright, and that's about it. So I will catch you guys next time. And as always, stay safe. Happy tanking.